Hi, everyone. We're back. We've got Kathy Colaiacovo, who is representing IVA.org today. Anyways, they're one of our main sponsors are at vavirtuosos.com, and I'm excited to have Kathy with us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Kathy Colaiacovo. She's going to be talking, first of all, about why professional development is the best way to boost your bottom line. And we can talk about that today with her. A bit about her. She is Kathy Colaiacovo, and I can actually say your last name, so I'm so happy about that. She's president of Pepperett Marketing Services, and she's been helping business owners all over the world since 2008. Clients work with Kathy and her team of 10 VAs to get the expertise, straight talk needed, and results with their online marketing. Now, Kathy, she is IVA's events director. Yes. And she's also a past president of IVA. And she's a firm believer that professional development can change everything and her bottom line can prove it. And today, what she's going to do we're just going to talk to her today, get to know her a little bit. But at our event, she's going to be speaking and sharing some real life stories that demonstrate exactly how to optimize your own professional development to build your VA business. So I'm really excited to have Kathy speak with us next week. Not next week, the week after. You've got another week to get your tickets. And I'm going to put into the chat area, or my VA is, if you want to sign up today, or even just get a free ticket into our draw. We've got $10,000 worth of draws to do. Sign up through IVA's affiliate link, and it will be in the chat area. It's vavirtuosos.com/IVA. So thrilled to see you again, Kathy.
I know. I always love hanging out with you.
What is happening with you and your business lately? Or maybe tell us a little bit about IVA. Why don't you do that first of all?
Sure.
Because, they are our sponsor and we're thrilled to have them. They're always, every season almost, they sponsor us. So,
that's
they make it so that you guys can get in for $37 a week, right? So the sponsors are wonderful. We love our sponsors. So tell us a bit about IVA.org.
So IVA is, a lot of people get confused. Do you find, Tawnya, that they get confused between IVA and VA networking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're really trying to make sure people understand the difference of what IVA is compared to other associations and things that are out there. And one of the things that actually sets IVA apart from others is it is a nonprofit worldwide trade association. So we are an actual registered nonprofit group, and not to say that's any better or worse, but it just sort of changes what you're offering, what you're delivering, and your whole purpose and mission for delivering it. So with IVA, it's funny because when I was part of the association as the president, and I just want to say that I was the very first Canadian ever elected president with Canada, with IVA. So go Canada! I've got my red on. That's my pepper red too. But anyhow, so it's it's a trade association. It's a place where you can get a lot of similar stuff to what Tawnya offers. But with us, we're run by volunteers. So we have a board of directors. We have a president, a vice president, and all the board of directors who are all volunteers, by the way. And then we have volunteers that help out as well. And one thing I want to say about that is I actually got my start in my own business as a volunteer with Tawnya, with VA Networking. And that's something I think sometimes a lot of people forget, how much you can actually learn and develop and build your own skills, your network of people and the colleagues and contacts that you have by volunteering or being a member and being part of associations like IVA and VA Networking as well. So that's just, and that will be part of what I talk about when I do the presentation on the 5th. And so I just really think it's important that people understand that can be how it happens. And doing that kind of activity can actually change your life. Because for me, okay, I might cry. But for me, when I started my business, I'm like everybody else. You're alone, you're at home, you're new, and everything's new. And I started volunteering with VA Networking. And one day, Tawnya called me and actually offered to hire me to do some work for her. And the reason that she called me is what she told me at the time, but maybe it's not true. I don't know. I think there were 2 or 3 people, Tawnya, that reached out to you and said, hey, this girl is rocking it. You need to get in touch with her and get her working with you. Yeah. And that was actually how she originally came to hire me to do the social media for VA Networking. And so if I hadn't been, partaking in the forum and partaking in all the stuff that we had and offering my opinion and networking online with people and talking to people, Patty wouldn't have ever come to know me. And that would be Patty Dost I'm referring to. So some people might know her. She's a past president of IVA. She's a longtime volunteer with Tanya's group. She's one of my good friends today, just like Tawnya is. And I think Candy Beecham might have been another person that said something. And Ruth Martin, I think, was the third. Like, there was 3 people that actually said different things to you, or at least that was the story that I heard. And so, what they did for me, just because I knew them, I mean, I'm in Nova Scotia in Canada, Patty's in Indiana, Candy's in Texas, and Ruth is in Maryland. And I know them all to this day. I may not be good friends with everybody, but certainly they're colleagues in the industry. And that's something that, you can't, it's, I don't know how to describe the industry and relationships like that, but it's really hard to describe it. But where I am today, I got my start from those 3 people doing what they did because I was part of an association like VA Networking. And it's similar to what happens at IVA as well. I mean, they're both out there doing the same kind of parts of, helping build and develop successful VAs all over the world. So I guess that's sort of my little talk about, how we came about to be and why I think some of these groups and associations are so important. We have volunteers at IVA all the time that are doing things. They may not necessarily know how to do what they're helping us with, but they certainly learn and they get mentored by the people on the board or in the other groups. And I think it's things like that a lot of people really undervalue the worth of what that can do for you in your own business. That's my soapbox for the moment. Did I answer your question? Did I even answer your question as I cried on camera in public? I didn't mean to do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But it is, I think VAs don't realize how important it is. And a train's going to go by, honk, honk. But they don't realize how important it is to join these associations, just to connect.
Yeah.
Because you're connecting up with people that are going to be with you for the lifetime of your business.
Yeah.
And the camaraderie and the sharing and how you learn things, like just volunteer.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know how to do anything, all you can do is proofread, volunteer. And I bet you by the end of the year, you're going to learn, they're going to throw stuff at you that you're going to learn. And, these are things that can expand your business by once you get knowing how to do them, because you're mentoring under somebody else, then, you can offer those services. So there's a good development there for you, for your business by joining these organizations. Let's keep rolling here about IVA a little bit. Just because I think it's an interesting topic. Let's talk about IVA a bit. What do they offer their members? Like, what are some of the cool things that their members can get?
So it's funny because I had to write up a little blurb for the member newsletter coming out, because our membership is $137 a year, US dollars. And what that gets people, and this is where we have a lot of similar things with our 2 associations, Tawnya. So that gets you a listing on the directory on the IVA website, which Tawnya will give you a whole lecture on this, on how important that is. So basically, the way I like to explain it is, IVA's website has been around probably a lot longer than your own VA website. It is optimized really well. The search engines know it's there. It's got good rankings. So when you get your profile on the directory, all of a sudden your name, your business name, your website link are all connected to a really well-ranked website. So when people go online searching for virtual assistant in Georgia, virtual assistant in Calgary, or whatever it might be, and maybe some different pieces, you have a chance of showing up in that directory as part of the directory more than you would probably on your own website, especially if you're new. So that's one of the big benefits. And the other thing is people can come to the IVA website and do a search in the directory and look for somebody in a specific city or country or with a specific service. So you always want to make sure you're optimizing that as much as you can. We also offer 2 educational seminars every month. One is called the Resource Recess, and it's a half-hour quick, how-to tips and tricks on using certain things. We've done things like how to use Google, how to use Basecamp, other project management systems, lots of things on, and that's a really good way for people to learn how to use some of the tools that we all use in our business every day. Those are the things. I don't know if you, Tawnya, you refer to them the same way. I call them my lease, my rent for my office, because I don't have to pay for an office, but I need my project management system, my hours system, I need my email system. So that to me is like your rent for your office when you look at your business.
Yeah, I agree. And there is some overhead of having a business, whether you have a shoe store or a virtual assistant business. You have overhead. These are your write-offs too. So you can use them at tax time to write off, but you can't just open up a business and expect there not to be anything that you have to pay for, be it a website, hosting, domain names, maybe your email marketing program, Aweber, or whatever you might be using. And then there's your member organizations, right? That should be right in that list of all the things you need to do too. I mean, if you were, my dad was a plumber for years, and he had to go to the Water Well Association conference. Like, that was just what they had to do, to keep up on top of different things. And he also had to be a member, and probably a member of something else, like all these different things for being a plumber. So it's no different with a virtual assistant. There are organizations, I feel like you should be a member of them and find the money to do that, to become a member, because you're losing out on a lot of opportunities there, from networking, accountability, mentorship, all different kinds of things. Just
find a best friend.
Yeah. Now I'm getting, everything says, everybody say hi, say who you are, because all I'm seeing is, this is what I'm seeing, comment from viewer. So it's not showing me anything who anybody is. And I'm wondering if that's because we're in the Facebook group today. But state who you are, and if you have questions, please just ask, and we'll get Kathy to answer them for you, especially questions with regards to IVA. They are our sponsor this next at our conference, and looking forward to Kathy's presentation on personal development and stuff. Can you tell us a couple of little points about what you will actually be speaking about at the conference?
Sure. And well, let me finish what you get in the membership too, because there's some other things too. So we stopped kind of at the education. So we also have a couple, we have coffee chats that are free to everybody. You don't actually have to be a member, by the way. And those are held on Mondays. One's at 10 a.m. one week Eastern, and one's at 5 p.m. Eastern one week. And we have some of those. We have 2 as well in Spanish. So if someone is interested in joining those, we have 2 Spanish ones that happen too. And we also have, very similar to VA networking, we have an entire forms library of updated templates and forms and things like that. And we've actually had a volunteer committee working on that the past year. So every week they keep launching out a new form and an updated form to everybody in the members group. We have a members Facebook group as well, where people can network and check and ask questions, and just connect with other people. I'm trying to think what else there is. So, I mean, in my opinion, even what?
The jobs.
The job board, yeah. So the RFP system, So the RFP system is a place where, for free, clients who are looking for VAs can post jobs for VAs or openings. And so as a member, you get to access that. So that's another way as well for people to get in there. So, I mean, I think there's tons of value when you look at it, at $137 a year, it doesn't cost much per month, less than a cup of coffee is the way I look at it. And then there's also discounts to our conferences. As a member, you get a discount on our online summit that we have 1 year and our live summit that we have the other year. And next year, we're going to San Antonio, and I'm very excited. So
yeah, I saw that, Texas. Yeah, that's great.
I know. I'm so excited. Number one, because it's hot in Texas. And number two, because there's cowboy boot stores there, and I'm going to be buying another pair of cowboy boots. And number three, because there's cowboys. And actually, number four for me, I'm actually going to get to meet 3 of my clients that I've never met before. So I'm really excited about that one. I have 2 clients that are not in San Antonio, but they're going to be there for a conference ahead. And San Antonio is actually a bucket list place for my husband, Marco. So he's coming with me for 5 or 6 days. So we're going to have fun. And that's one thing that we have done several times, him and I, with different conferences with Iva. He's come to Vegas as well. Tawnya, you were there for that one. Did you meet him there? No, you came later, right? But you got the benefit of being my roommate there, right?
No, that was a different conference. That was Vancouver.
Vancouver, yes. You got the special treat to Kathy and how many cards to her hotel room can she get through in a week?
We must have had 14 cards.
Yeah, it was 19.
Every time I went to go and put my card into the room, it did not work. I got the red light. And it never failed. And yeah, we did. Just if you really want to know these things ahead of time.
I blame it on my magnetic personality.
Yes, there we go.
So anyhow, but part of the other benefit is, as a member, you get to go to these conferences with a discounted rate. So for the live summit in San Antonio, the rate is $399 for a 2.5-day conference. You get a welcome dinner, 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch. So, I mean, that alone is probably worth $150 of the ticket money there. And we do have a special that's just started on that. And we have a special 3-pay offer. So you can pay 3 payments of $140 to get to the conference. So then you get your conference ticket now, and then you can look and plan for your travel and all of that. And the hotel rooms, they've given us a smoking deal of $150 a night. And if you book, this is the part I like. So we came up with a theme of ignite your spirit. Oh my gosh, ignite your spirit, something your business, transform your business. That's the theme. And the reason we said ignite your spirit is because the hotel we're at is a private hotel. It's called the Menger Hotel. It's one of the oldest hotels in San Antonio. And it has 32 recorded apparitions or ghosts on record of being there. So ignite your spirit. And it may not be yours.
That's cool.
And so if you book into the old section, those are the rooms that apparently have the ghosts. And that's where my room is going to be. And I'm scared to death, but I'm going to go.
Well, maybe you won't get into your room anyway, so you don't have to worry about it because the keys never work.
I know. And this one's directly across from the Alamo, too. So, you know, the big famous Battle of the Alamo. So this hotel is right there. And it's connected to a big shopping mall. So it should be fabulous and fun. So.
And I've been to a lot of the IVA conferences, guys, and it's a great way to, first of all, they're great conferences. They stay at, you know, a great hotel, usually right down in the middle of everything, like in the center of the city, wherever they're staying. And they have, you know, it's 2 or 3 days, which is nice because you get time to get to know people and get to network and make some friends and stuff like that. And I mean, it's all a write-off. It's worth it. You should be going to these, and not saying no more. I'm just telling you should be going to
there too. So,
and I'm just going to say hi. There's some people. Angela's here. Yolanda's here. Yeah, there's a few people here. So that's cool. I can see you guys. You have to tell me who you're here because it doesn't say your name, which is weird. But anyways. So Kathy, tell me a little bit about you and your virtual assistant business. Because it's not really, you are a virtual assistant now, but you've expanded. Tell me about your business specifically.
So now my business, when I started out, was the very functional name of Time on Task Virtual Assistant Services. And that's what I opened my business up as. And it was great. I built it up. I specialized right away in social media. Social media was my thing. That's how I helped Tawnya and VA networking way back in the day. And that was over 10 years ago. That's when we started. It was November of 2008. I don't know that, but we're almost at our 10-year anniversary, Tawnya.
Well, I'm trying to think when you bought the virtual assistant career program, because
June or July of 2008. I bought it. At the time, it was called the VBSS system. And I actually still have it right here on my.
It was physical.
I have the physical one with CDs and everything. Yeah, or DVDs. Yeah. And it was funny because I always remember I spent because I opened my business. Somebody that knew me, we were moving and we had moved several times. And somebody that knew me said, you should look at this article in the paper. I was living at Prince Edward Island at the time. And she said, it's about this virtual assistant. It was Jamie Lee Mann who that article was about. She's from PEI too. And my friend said to me, she said, Lynn goes, I think you would be really good at this. And she was a career counselor. So she knew that there was these programs open to people that would be on unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a Canadian thing, a very Canadian thing. And when people hear about it, they love it. And Tawnya was in it too when she started her business. It was the self-employment benefit program. And so she was telling me that I should do this. So essentially, I only found out about virtual assistant because somebody told me about it. And I started my business because somebody said I would be good at it. So when I look back at it, that's how I started. And I found right away, I went to a conference in 2009, and that's where I first met you face to face. And I got a couple clients from there. And I'm going to talk about this in my presentation, how that one conference honestly pivoted and changed my entire life and my entire business. And I will say, part of my story about it is it took me 3 credit cards to get there. And I had a roommate with 2 people I totally didn't know. One of them was Tracy. And we stayed at the hotel that the conference wasn't at because it was cheaper. So, but I've actually tracked back a lot of my income from all the connections I've made at that particular conference. And that's what I'm going to be talking about, is how it can change your life and your bottom line. But what I did with me, I guess I sort of made a decision in my head at some point that I wanted to keep growing my business. So a couple of years later, I sort of brought on some secret subcontractor VAs. My clients didn't know they were there doing the work. I wasn't sure if it was all going to work out or not. And then about probably 4 years after I started into it in 2012, I had 8 VAs working for me. And by that time, I had a website VA, design VA, a couple of social media VAs, email marketing VAs, and I just continued to do the work, do the strategy and lead the team in what they were doing, and did some of the work. I mean, I can safely say that I can probably do every single thing that my team can do, except a couple really technical web things. I just haven't figured that out and don't have the time. But that's how I keep the handle on the business. So then in 2014, I wanted to change, and it was hard to position myself. And I think this is where you get to a growth point in your business. It's hard to position yourself as a strategic person when your business name is Time on Task Virtual Assistant Services. So at the time, we were getting a puppy. We got a new puppy, and the puppy's name was Pepper. That's what we named her. And so Pepper is, and actually I'm going to pull it off here and show you. Hold on.
It's funny. I was just going to ask you, how did you get your business name? And you're just rocking this, Kathy. I don't even have to ask any questions.
So this is a sign with my old head.
Put this for
Pepper Marketing. Can you see this? I'll move it like this. So
yeah, that's cool.
And so Pepper, this is actually our actual puppy. I had a designer friend that I know did a caricature drawing of it. And I decided, as I was trying to figure out the business name, that, you know, what I want to do with people is help them spice up what they're doing with their marketing and stuff. And so that's where I came up with the term Pepper It Marketing. So it's my fun name for the strategic way of how I do business now. And it's really grown. And if you look at any of my marketing, like Pepper is in all of my marketing, like the little picture of her. She has to stop gaining weight. She's been getting a little fat. So I gotta watch that because she can't sit like that. But every so often I'll find her outside and take a picture of her in the pose. Because with this, I actually had her sitting on my deck in a specific pose like this with her head tilted. And I knew that's what I wanted. And that's what I had the designer make. And so she now is like a whole piece and part of the marketing. And I put fun things on. Like yesterday I had a video, I think I put it on my Instagram or Facebook, of her annoying me in the office, you know, with squeaking a ball and stuff. So I just try to bring part of that into the business, which adds a little bit more to it. But that's where the name came from, was from her, because I wanted to help, you know, put some more pepper and spice things up in people's marketing and do the Pepper It marketing. So yeah.
What I like about it is, you know, the pepper it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got a personal touch too, right? It's
Yeah.
a dog, you
I know.
It's like kitty cats and
Yeah.
different things, you know, it's just so lovable.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're still stumbling, I know there's a lot of VAs out there that are stumbling on finding their name for their business. And sometimes just look into your life, into your personalities, into your personal life, and just start writing things down and see what sticks, because you're going to know when you know, it's going to hit you somewhere, and you'll know it's the right one for you. And ask. That's what you have.
I was going to say that
for. Yeah, is go and say, do you like this one? Do you like this one? Put a list down. I mean, there's someone at the forum right now that has a list of business names and wanting us to give our opinions, right? But ask your people. Ask your peeps, because they'll give you some good advice too.
And oftentimes, one of the things I like about our associations is, and all of the ones that I belong to, which there's about 3 or 4, your VA friends get and understand your business a hell of a lot more than your regular friends do. My regular friends 10 years later are still trying to figure out what it is I'm doing. They have, you know, do you do something with websites, or do you know, like they're just really trying to figure it out. And I feel that the support that you get, not to say that a friend at home or, you know, your longtime school friend won't be able to understand what it is you do or whatever, but I think having, you know, getting feedback from other people in your shoes, in your exact shoes, they understand it better. Because even though 10 years later, you know, really, I think it was like over 20 years ago that the term virtual assistant started, I think there's still a piece of the world that doesn't really get a lot of how much and what we can all do, and how much we can really rock it out of the park when it comes to, you know, changing people's lives and helping businesses and doing the work that we do. And I think that your VA friends will be the people that will, you know, they're the ones for me that lift me up and support me when I need that extra boost or help, or, you know, just you're doing it right, Kathy, or what the hell are you doing? Or why would you ever think about that? So, and they understand it better. So.
Yeah. And there are ups and downs in any business that you're going to start. Yeah. And, you know, it's my friends that have kept me in business a lot of the time, right? Because they're supportive. They're helping you. They're giving you advice. They're slapping your butt, you know, whatever it might be that you need at the moment, right? No. But, you know, they're kicking your butt there, maybe giving you a kick. How's that? But, yeah, and it's great to have those organizations out there. And again, IVET is sponsoring our conference, vavirtuosos.com, next November 5th to 9th. They're sponsoring one of the days. I forget which day you're speaking on, Kathy, but you are
5th.
Yeah. She's speaking on professional development is the best way to boost your bottom line. And let me tell you a little bit about that. Let me see if I can just read it here, what it's about. She's going to be talking about, as a virtual assistant, you're the CEO of your own business, but who's in charge when it comes to your professional development? And many VAs miss the mark when it comes to their own development, and this will hold you back from making a steady income or even growing the business. And Kathy, she's, again, the events director and past president with IVA, and she's going to be sharing the top mistakes VAs make when it comes to their own development and what to do instead. And these are going to be mistakes that are stopping you dead from creating a long-lasting, successful VA business where you can achieve your goals of having a career and a life too. And it's possible, but not if you ignore your business and self. And if you want to learn the secret to creating a VA business that lasts many years and creates an income you want, come to the VAC, to vavirtuals.com, November 5th to 9th, and learn from Kathy, from someone who has made it happen. And Kathy, this is rocked. I don't want to keep you too long. It's the bottom of the hour here, but really appreciate IVA sponsoring our event. Can't wait to see you speak with us, and it's going to be awesome.
We're going to have two. I'm going to come with me a special coupon code to give everybody a discount on their annual membership for the first year. So, and I'll just say it'll be $1 less, or maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember the number. Less than $100. So it'll be like $99 or $97. I can't remember what it's going to be, but I'll have a special coupon code. So if anybody's considering joining IVA, that's a really good way to do it.
Yeah, get your ticket in and then get a discount to IVA. Boom. Yeah. And then if you want the virtual assistant career, I'm a premier partner with IVA, so you can get a discount through them because you're a member with them. It's just like goes around and around. It's so perfect.
We're in bed with each other.
But let me just see. There's a link there to attend with IVA's affiliate link. It's vavirtuosos.com/IVAA. Okay, and even if you're not going to attend, guys, go over and get your free ticket to the draws for $10,000 in draws. And speaking of which, today we're going to be drawing one of them. We're going to be drawing the vainsiders.com membership tonight at 6 p.m. So if you want in the draw, make sure you've got a ticket. The ticket's free to get into the draw, and you get more tickets as you buy silver, gold, or diamond ticket. If you get a diamond, then you get 10 tickets into the draw to increase your chances. So that's kind of cool. But
yeah, and I think I have a couple prizes in there too, don't I?
Yeah, I was just going to say that you've got Kathy's got, there's like 3 prizes, I think, Kathy. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. So there's a blogging course, an SEO course, a Canva training course. And I was actually going to give you an offer because I have something new happening. So I have a new program that starts, but it starts on the 1st, and it's called Live and Unleashed Online. It's a way to learn how to network as yourself and be, you online, and learn how to post videos and Instagram stories and tweets and talk to people online and stuff. So I was going to give you, but you need to give it away before. I don't know how that would work it's a $500 program.
Really?
Yes, it's a $500 program. It starts on the 1st of November. It's evening classes. So you can give one of those away.
Okay.
But you probably
can get one away tonight at 6 p.m. when I draw for the other. When I draw for mine, I'll draw for yours too.
Perfect. Okay.
And then someone can win, but you need a ticket to get into it, guys.
So buy your tickets.
Yeah. So someone said, "What is a draw?" It's do you mean a drawing for prizes? Yes, I'll clarify here for you guys. It's basically if you go sign up for our newsletter, you get 1 free ticket as a chance to win any of these prizes. Okay. Now you can increase your chances by buying a ticket to our, buying a package, like a silver, gold, or diamond package to our conference, and you'll get more tickets into the draw. But you can get 1 free ticket into these draws just by signing up to our newsletter, right? Right at that link that Danielle has put into the area. It's vavirtuosos.com facebook.com/IVA. Okay. So that link there will take you to get a free ticket into Kathy's draw tonight and into the VA Insiders too. And if you're,
I drew this.
oh, let me make that bigger.
That's a draw too. I draw. I suck at it when I draw.
Funny girl, funny girl.
I get all that from my book of synonyms. I don't use a thesaurus online. I use my book of synonyms.
So hopefully that answers your question about the draw. We're drawing prizes. You can get a free ticket to our draws. Plus, you can get more tickets into the draws by buying a ticket to our event. And I probably shouldn't say ticket, because that's probably confusing you guys even more. But either way.
Your name gets, when you buy a ticket, your name gets entered into the prize draws, right?
Yeah, but they can also get a free ticket into the prize draws too without even buying a ticket to my event.
By going on the newsletter.
Yeah, by signing up to the newsletter.
And where do they do that?
vavirtuosos.com/IVAA. And guys, if there's anybody new on the call today at 1 or 3 o'clock, I'm not quite sure what time it's at. I'm going to be doing a presentation on what to expect in the career as a virtual assistant. So if you're on my newsletter list, you'll get a link to that today to attend. So if you're brand new, check it out. And yeah,
and
thanks.
Other videos, Tawnya doesn't know this yet, but all of her other VLive videos for all of this will be on the Facebook page for VA Networking. Yep. I'm going to let her know why in a minute.
Yeah, no, they already are there at...
No, we're in the group this time. There won't be any more in the group. No. They're all going to be on the business page.
They're at vavirtuosos.com/Facebook or FB Live. They're all listed here. Let me see if I can get that there. Show. Let me see if it shows. It doesn't show very big, but they are all there, all the recordings.
Cool.
Because we throw them up into YouTube. So
yeah.
You guys can watch them after. So you will be on our YouTube.
Woohoo.
All right, guys, I don't see any questions. If you do have any questions about IVA or joining them or anything like that, just contact Kathy, contact me. I can let you know as well. Just put something into the comments here. The newsletter, I've been sending out, someone asked when's the newsletter come out? Every day I've been sending stuff out on that newsletter. So just to let you get to know people, every day I'm doing Facebook Lives from now until the event starts. So yeah, hopefully that's everything. I'm just looking through here. Lots of questions that I totally missed.
Well, I can't see the comments.
Oh, can't you?
Not for me, so.
Oh. Well, there was no questions, but yeah, just differentiate that contest thing. But go get your free ticket to the contest. And yeah, Kathy's giving away a program worth over $500, and I'm giving away a VA Insiders $333 at 6 p.m. Pacific time tonight. I'll be doing the draw, so get your ticket before then. It's free to get the ticket. So there we go.
Thanks a lot for this, Tawnya.
Thanks, Kathy.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming
hey, everybody.
with us.
Have a good day.